Years ago, during my time as a business partner serving as CFO, we were looking to finance some expensive items. During the closing on one of these transactions, I was asked to provide a personal guarantee. The other two partners signed without a second thought, but I had a bad feeling about it. I signed it with the worst version of my signature that I'd ever signed, but it was done, and I didn't give it much thought until 5 years later, I received a letter telling me I was being sued for $75,000 on the financing agreement I had co-signed 5 years earlier. I couldn't believe it. I called an attorney friend who looked at the letter and didn't see any way out of it. As I shared this news with my wife, she reminded me of Proverbs 6:1-5 from the study we had taken earlier, that basically says if you have co-signed, do whatever you can to free yourself from it. As I read it and reread it, I was convinced that I needed to ask the creditor to forgive me of my obligation. My attorney reluctantly arranged for me to speak with the creditor's attorney. I began by telling them I was a Christian and had been taught some biblical teaching that addressed the matter of co-signing. I read the proverb passages to him, acknowledged that I had agreed to a personal guarantee, and asked to be released from it, because that's what God's word told me to do. There was a silence for what seemed like an eternity. Then the creditor's lawyer said, "I'll discuss this with my client," and he hung up. 3 days later, my attorney called me and said he had got a call from the creditor's counsel, and they would settle the whole thing for $4,000. I was dumbfounded. I immediately called my wife and told her the news. We prayed about it and felt complete peace that this was God's will to put it behind us and learn from the experience. I mailed them a check the next day. God's word is true, and if we live by it, we'll avoid lots of trouble. I know from my experience.
God has something amazing in store for you. Check out the study, Building Your Finances God's Way, to take the next step on your financial discipleship journey. Go to compass1.org to learn more.